Will a carbonized boat float? We're going to find out today on Carbonize This. So we found these wooden boats online and wanted to see how well they would carbonize. They've got some details on it, like these oars and these little dividers. And also we're going to see if it floats after we carbonize it. Because often when you carbonize something, it turns very porous, and we want to see if that water just infiltrates the boat and makes it sink, or if because it's a lot lighter coming out of the biochar reactor than going in, will it float even better? So we'll do a side-by-side comparison of two of these boats floating, one carbonized and one that hasn't been carbonized yet. So this item doesn't take a lot of prep. All we got to do is put it in the retort and then load the retort up in the barrel, load it full of wood, and get the fire going. And tomorrow we'll look at the transformation. Now the wood we use is just some old rotted cedar boards that I ripped up. It was just gonna rot in my buddy's barn. And then we've got pieces of some old pallets. So we'll just load the wood between the two barrels. So we got the fire going good now. So we'll put the lid on. There we go. So it's the next morning and we're gonna see how everything carbonized. Okay, so the boat doesn't look like a boat anymore. Yeah, so it has completely come apart. I can't even lift it out. All right, let's get it over to the table. All right, let's compare it to the boat we had previously. So I actually did not expect these results. I'm guessing because the sides are just so thin and maybe we were running really, really hot, that it just curled up. So yeah, there's the before and after. Now, obviously, if we put any kind of weight in this, it would just crumble. This thing is falling apart, but we'll put it in the water and see how it floats. It's like a little paper boat. And the original. So yes, a carbonized boat will float, but I'm not sure for how long. Because yeah, it's starting to sink a little bit. It is falling apart. Here's the oars. So this was a neat experiment. I actually did not expect it to start absorbing water that quickly. It normally repels water. In fact, you can see the air bubbles and stuff trapped on it there. So let's see how brittle it is. Oh yeah, it's very brittle, and you can kind of see the ore that was on here originally, and it's actually starting to absorb quite a bit of water. Biochar is actually hydrophobic at first. It'll repel water, but over time it'll start soaking it in, and you can use the biochar in the garden to act as a slow release of water and nutrients. So look how brittle and porous this has become. It just crumbles in my hands. And break it down into a fine powder. So what floats your boat? Suggest some items in the comments that you want me to carbonize and use the hashtag Carbonize This, and we'll see you on the next video.